If you made $80,000 last year in roofing sales, there's a very real chance you're one deal a month away from making over $150,000 and you didn't even know it. And what's worse, you probably already had those deals. You just let them slip. What's up, Roof Money Pros? Mike here with Roof Money Pro, and my mission is to help roofing professionals like you maximize your careers and build real wealth. Not just commission, actual wealth. This channel exists for one specific person, the rep who's closing deals, stacking commissions, running hard, and still looking at his bank account at the end of the year, wondering where the hell it all went. If that's you, hit subscribe right now because this is the only channel making content built specifically for reps just like you. Now, in this video, we're going over the exact math behind one more deal a month, which bridges the gap to $100,000. And stick with me because towards the end, I'm gonna show you the exact way to assign a job to every extra deal you close, so it doesn't disappear like every other commission check. That one concept alone is worth staying for. All right, let's get into it. Here's where most reps' jaw hit the floor because this isn't just motivational talk, this is straight math. Let's say you're closing 3 deals a month. Average deal size is $12,000, conservative for residential replacement. Commission at 10%, that's $1,200 per deal. Times 3, times 12 months, you're looking at $43,200 a year. Now add one extra deal, just one, that's $1,200 more per month, $14,400 more per year. If your deals are $15,000, which they should be if you're presenting full replacement with add-ons, that extra deal runs $1,500 to $1,800 a month at 10 to 12% commission. Annualize that and you're looking at over $21,000 in additional income from one deal. Here's where it gets interesting because the math doesn't just stop there. Nudge your deal size from $12,000 to $15,000 by getting better at presenting premium options, and you're adding income per deal and deal volume. Top reps close 25 to 30% compared to the average rep sitting around 20%. Research shows that a 5% bump in close rate can boost annual income by 20 to 30%. That's not a theory, that's production math. And here's the financial reality check. That $10,000 to $20,000 in extra annual income isn't just nice to have. That's enough to fully fund a Roth IRA and still have money left over. That's wiping out a high interest credit card. That's building the 3 to 6 month cash reserve that means you never panic during a slow month again. One deal a month is the difference between surviving and actually getting ahead. Now, quick reality check. If you've been grinding for 2 to 3 years and still feel like you're not moving forward, this is probably exactly why. The ceiling isn't your market, it's your margin. And margin starts with one more deal. If you want help building a system around your income so this doesn't stay in theory, I break this down step by step every Wednesday in a live training. Links in the description. And this part might sting a little because the deal you need, you've probably already had it, you just didn't keep it. Early on, there was a homeowner who said, "We're still thinking about it." One follow-up, nothing back, moved on. 3 weeks later, driving past that house, another company's sign was in the yard. Sound familiar? That was a deal already earned. The competitor just stayed in the game long enough to get it. This is where most reps mess it up, and it's happening in your pipeline right now. Number 1, missed follow-ups. Studies show that an average sale takes 5 to 8 touch points before a homeowner says yes. Most reps follow up once or twice and move on. That homeowner who wasn't ready in week 1, they called a competitor in week 2. Number 2, no clear next step. Every conversation has to end with a scheduled action, a specific date, and a specific time. Set a clear future, not "I'll get back to you." No next step means no deal. Number 3, no pipeline visibility. If you can't say exactly where every lead stands right now, you're flying blind. And reps who fly blind bleed deals every single month. Number 4, chasing new leads instead of working the ones you already have in the pipeline. This is a personal pet peeve. I saw this all the time with guys who are bringing in good volume, but were only focused on the person in front of them. Those leads cost something, time, money, or both. Abandoning them after 1 or 2 touches is like throwing cash out the window of your truck. Number 5, not asking for the close with confidence. The homeowner feels hesitation. Price it right, present it clean, and ask. Here's the real financial gut punch. That lost deal isn't a missed commission. It's delayed investing. It's another month carrying high interest debt. It's continued feast-or-famine stress because the buffer never gets built. That one lost deal compounds against you every month you let it keep happening. Now let me show you what this actually looks like because this is where it gets powerful. Move close rate from 25 to 25%. That's one extra close for every 20 leads. Over 12 months, that's 10 to 15 additional jobs depending on volume. At $1,200 to $1,800 per deal in commission, that's $12,000 to $27,000 a year from a single 5% swing and marginal gain stack. Better follow-up, tighter presentation, one more referral ask per job. Individually, small. Combined over 12 months, a completely different income year. Consistency beats intensity every time. The rep closing 4 deals a month all year will always out-earn the rep closing 8 in June and 1 in November. The market rewards the rep who shows up the same way on a rainy Tuesday in February as they do on a perfect August afternoon. And these gains don't just change your income, they change your financial timeline. Paying off debt 8 months earlier means your money starts building instead of bleeding. Hitting investment contributions earlier means more time in the market. Small wins compound in sales and in life. And in a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how to assign a job to that extra deal, because this is where even top reps mess it up and stay stuck. But first, you have to capture the deal. Top producers don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Systems are what turn sometimes into every single month. Start with a daily follow-up block, 30 minutes every morning, no exceptions. Work the pipeline, text, call, email. I personally loved email because my CRM could tell me open and conversion rates. Rotate the methods and try new ideas. Reps who do this one habit consistently pick up 1 to 2 extra deals a month that would have otherwise lost. Second, build CRM habits that work. 3 things to know at all times. Who needs a call today? Who's waiting on a quote? Who said call me in 2 weeks? Simple pipeline stages. Hot, warm, cold. Nothing falls through the cracks. You can always build more detailed stages later as you get momentum. Third, protect a repeatable sales process. Introduction, inspection, education, presentation, ask. Every time. When the process is consistent, the results become consistent, and you can more easily identify where improvements need to be made. Here's what most reps miss. Systems don't just increase sales, they stabilize income. And stable income is the foundation of every financial plan. That's why I built the Feast cash flow system from the ground up during my time in roofing sales. When you stop depending on one monster month to bail out 3 slow months, you can actually plan, budget, invest, and build. And if you're in the Feast-or-Famine cycle right now, grab your free copy of the Feast-or-Famine Survival Guide link below. Simple, immediate, implement it today. Here's the truth most reps don't want to hear. I've seen reps make $150,000 and still feel broke. Same stress, same pressure, just bigger numbers. And that's the part nobody warns you about. Because making more money doesn't fix a control problem. It just makes it louder. Most reps think they have a lead problem. They don't. They have a control problem. They're waiting on the market to hand them opportunities instead of maximizing what's already sitting in their pipeline. That's the real gap between a rep earning $60,000 and one earning $160,000. Not luck, not territory, not the economy. Ownership. The rep who controls their process controls their production. The rep who controls their production controls their income. And the rep who controls their income controls their life decisions. When to take time off, when to invest, when to walk away from something that doesn't serve them anymore. That's what one extra deal a month actually gives you. Not just money, options. And options are freedom. Now here's where most reps drop the ball, even the ones who close the extra deal. Commission hits the account, gets spent like every other check. 3 months later, back at zero. The move that changes everything, give that extra deal a job before you close it. Say it out loud. My next deal pays off the $5,000 on that credit card. Or my next deal funds my Roth IRA this quarter. Or every extra deal this year builds my cash reserve until I hit 3 months of expenses. When income has a purpose before it arrives, emotional spending stops and intentional wealth building starts. This is the real difference between income and wealth. A lot of reps make great income, not enough of them build wealth. The gap is intention. Separate lifestyle income, what pays the bills, from growth income, what builds the future. Automate the transfer of that extra commission the same day it hits. Don't give yourself the chance to spend it first. One deal, given a purpose, funds a Roth IRA in a year, eliminates a debt in 2 to 3 months, builds the cash buffer that turns a slow month into a minor inconvenience instead of a crisis. And if you want the full system for managing variable commission income, building reserves, and investing consistently as a roofing rep, that's exactly what's inside the Feast 5-week cash flow course. Links in the description so you can check it out and get started today. Now, quick question before we wrap up. How many deals are you averaging per month right now? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where you're at. One roof doesn't feel like much, but over 12 months, that's the difference between staying stuck and actually getting ahead. The math is real. The systems are simple. And now you know you're not far off. You've just been one roof away. One extra deal a month is the difference between surviving and actually getting ahead. Remember that. Hey Roof Money Pros, if this hit home, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This channel is for roofing sales reps making good money, but struggling to turn income into wealth. But here's the question nobody asks until it's too late. What happens after you hit $100,000? In the next video, I'll break down the traps high earners fall into after they hit that six-figure milestone and how to align your income with long-term career goals. Be sure to watch it next, because when higher income starts to create comfort is exactly when most reps fall apart completely. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, keep stacking, keep building, and I'll see you in the next one.